Hi everyone, Daryl Black, past president, Search and Rescue Alberta. Don't worry, it's not going to be a daily vlog from Search and Rescue Alberta. First and foremost, this video will be to address some of the questions, or one question in particular about yesterday's video. So, very, very good feedback from everybody, very, very good reactions, and thank you for that. It's only through feedback can we understand truly what the issues are and some of the challenges being faced. So, the video was stern, the video was no nonsense, the video was very serious in its nature. So that was very much on purpose because we really want to make sure that the membership understands how important codes of conduct are. And the reason we're adopting a code of conduct is not as a result of anything internally. It's a result of 20 some years of not having any internal governance with regard to how we interact as a board, the executive board. How do we resolve differences? How do we relate to our member groups, for example? We have been super strong advocates and drivers of standards. What do you have in your pack? What training should you have? What does it look like to be a member? Liability. What does that look like? Pushing incident command system, all sorts of operational requirements. But we've recognized a large gap has always existed with regard to internal governance and in particular code of conduct. So we are taking the proactive step of adopting a code of conduct internally to the Search and Rescue Alberta board. If you look at any agencies that we interact with or that even you interact with at the local level, the tasking agencies, the RCMP, local police forces, so on and so forth, they have codes of conduct. If you look at any entity you interact with from a fundraising perspective on the corporate side, they likely have a code of conduct. So as we continue to push forward into those arenas and interact with those types of agencies and stakeholders, it's critical that we have some internal processes in place that govern how we behave. Some clear guidelines on what is a business interest and what is Search and Rescue Alberta business. And if those two were to mingle, what does that look like? That's really important for us to have in place. And that's why the message went out yesterday. And that's why I was so strong in my message. I really wanted to make sure that everyone recognized that we take transparency and integrity very serious. Now, with regard to some of the allegations I talked about in that video, I'm here to tell you there has been nothing formal, and that's the point. That's the point. If there's anything to be brought up, please, we ask that some due diligence be handled, be taken care of, and raise it. Because we have a structure and will have a structure in place to deal with it. So the message isn't, is there something wrong with Search and Rescue Alberta? I would argue that adopting a code of conduct is a quantum leap ahead, quantum leap forward of positive momentum for us in Search and Rescue Alberta. So that's why the code of conduct's in place. Everyone has one. It's a sign of legitimacy and it's a sign of consistency within an organization. So the other thing too is our code of conduct will be made available to each and every group in the province, not as SAR Alberta's, but as a generic template, so that if you don't have one, you can easily just find Search and Rescue Alberta, replace with ABC organization. So it's a tool, it's a resource that will be made available to you. So again, thank you very much for your response, and I'm here to assure you that we're doing the best we can at the Search and Rescue Alberta board, and we are moving forward. We've got a lot of things on the go, and we're going to be releasing some more information around the AGM, the date, and those sorts of things. But the board felt that this message, this code of conduct, and this transparency and integrity message was really important to get out in as effective a manner as possible. So we're using video, followed up by email, and so on and so forth. Thanks for your time, folks.